It has been a crazy week for the New York Giants, and they have a loaded injury report that we got to dissect on today's show. We'll do that in a minute, but first, I want to talk about a roster move the New York Giants have made. I think it is a very smart move, and they are signing edge rusher Trace Ford to the practice squad, a player that I thought made a good case to make this roster when he was cut, when they were getting down to 53 players prior to the season beginning. I like this move a lot. The Giants are a little bit beat up at that edge room spot, and I went back and I watched some tape today to try to see if what I felt in the preseason still held up today, and it does. This is a guy that's got NFL size, he's got NFL strength, and he showed in the preseason that he can get after the quarterback. And I like this, one, because I think there is a world where he may need to play as soon as when the Giants get back from their bye week, but also that the Giants are going to have him on their practice squad. If he stays there for the remainder of the year, going into the offseason, he'll be a part of the offseason program, and they can once again have him on the roster in the summer and see if he can make a better case to make the team next year than he did in the preseason this past year, where I thought he was really good, and he stuffed the stat sheet as well. He got after the quarterback. He made plays in the backfield. He had a very nice pass rush win percentage as well in 3 games played with minimal snaps. Only really played in the second half of those ball games. 9 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 7 pressures, 6 QB hurries, and 5 stops. A stop is considered a tackle that results in a negative play for the offense. So he made a lot of impactful plays in the preseason, and Pro Football Focus graded him out like a good football player. His overall grade for the 3 games, 83.6 when it comes to defense, 82.6 against the run. His tackle grade was solid, and his pass rush grade, 79.2. He was somebody that I thought popped in the preseason for me. So you look at the Giants pass rushers as of now. You got Burns, you got Thibodeaux, you got Abdul Carter, still have Victor Dimukeje, who we're going to talk about in a little bit. Chauncey Golston has been hurt for a while now, and you still have Tom and Fox, and you'll have Trace Ford on the practice squad, so he could be called up to an active roster here maybe this Sunday. I don't think it'll be then, but could be in the coming weeks. This is why you subscribe to the channel, though, because when the Giants make a move, we get you guys a video as soon as possible. So if you're not subscribed, change it. Go down right now, hit that big red sub button, and help us get to 100,000 subscribers. Coming up next, we got a loaded injury report to discuss, and I think we know the fate of Jaxson Dart at this point. We'll break that down coming up in a second, but first, I got to tell you about our proud sponsor, DraftKings. I want to welcome back DraftKings, the sponsor here on New York Knicks Now by Chad Sports. We love having them as a sponsor, and they got an awesome deal going on for all of the real ones. All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. New customers, bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass. Plus, score $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. It's an awesome deal. All that information will be clickable down in the comments and description. So, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code KNICKSCHAT. That's code KNICKSCHAT. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass. Plus, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass. Auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. Shout out to DraftKings for sponsoring today's video. I've already got my bet of the day. I'm taking the over on the longest run for Josh Jacobs. The Giants are beat up on defense. They haven't been able to stop the run at all this year. Jacobs is a hell of a back, and I expect the Packers to pound that rock. All lines and odds are subject to change. Alrighty, I think at this point it is safe to say that Jaxson Dart is not going to play this Sunday for the Giants against the Green Bay Packers. Has not practiced at all this week. And look, I don't think the Giants should rush him out there. This is the player that has the entire franchise on his shoulders, and concussions are always scary, and it seemed like a pretty significant concussion considering after he fumbled the football, he kind of just laid there and might have been knocked out cold. I'm not too sure if there was much motion or anything going on there. Continue to pray for Jaxson Dart, hoping the best for him, hoping he can get back on the football field ASAP and help this team. But the most important thing at this point in the season is the health and the overall well-being for Jaxson Dart. So with him out, it is going to be Jameis Winston as the starting quarterback for the New York Giants. He was extremely excited when he met with the media this week, breaking out and singing a song, and he's ready to go, and he's got his opportunity to go and beat the Green Bay Packers in a big-time game for this team. The rest of the injury report, players that did not participate at Thursday's practice, it is a lengthy one. Evan Neal somehow suffered a hamstring injury despite not playing in the game. Bobby Okereke did not practice due to a shoulder injury. Darius Slayton did not practice due to a hammy. Kayvon Thibodeaux did not practice. Tyler Nubin did not practice, and Raheem Nunez-Roches did not practice. So you're missing a starter in Jaxson Dart, another starter in Okereke, another one in Slayton, Thibodeaux, and Nubin. That is 5 starters that did not practice on Thursday, and it sounds like they are in line to miss the game on Sunday. So with Kayvon Thibodeaux out, the Giants are going to have other people step up, and that means that Abdul Carter is going to get probably more snaps and should get more snaps than he has all year on the edge, and maybe a game plan drawn up for him a little bit more. I'm looking for Abdul to have a game. It's time for him to get on the stat sheet. I'm sorry, 22 tackles for half a sack and 1 tackle for loss, not good enough for the number 3 overall pick. And I know all and well about the pressures. I know all and well about the quick pressures. He's at the top of the league. It's time to start making plays that impact the game often in football games. You've been in this league for 10 weeks now. It's time to get it going. Let's go, Abdul. We're all rooting for you. At the wide receiver spot, Darius Slayton dealing with a hamstring injury, the one that caused him to miss multiple games and caused him to really kind of be out for the most part of the game this past week. Has not practiced this week. I have no reason to believe he will play. You have the addition of Isaiah Hodgins to this team. So you're going to roll out Wan'Dale Robinson, Gunnar Olszewski, Isaiah Hodgins, Jalen Hyatt, and Ray McCloud. The worst pass-catching group in the National Football League. Shout out to our good buddy, Joe Shane. Some good news on the injury front. Paulson Adebo has been a limited participant at practice this week after missing the last handful of games where he did not practice at all. So you might get a little bit stronger in the cornerback room. We'll touch on that momentarily. Daniel Bellinger and Jermaine Eluemunor were limited. I think they are going to play. And John Michael Schmitz could return to action this week after missing last week and missing the last couple, or missing a handful of games already this year. Let's focus in on Paulson Adebo potentially returning. You may have Adebo, Phillips, and Flott all out there, and there are a lot of names on this cornerback depth chart. Corey Black, Nick Jones, Deontay Banks, Rico Payton, and our guy JBC Bernard Converse as well. Yeah, this team is beat up. There's a lot of injuries on this roster at a lot of key positions, and it's almost like every year we get into Week 11, Week 12, Week 13, and the New York Giants are one of the more beat-up teams in the National Football League. And here we are again singing that same old song. Not great. The Packers are going to be looking for a get-right game, and luckily for them, they've got the Giants on their schedule after the Packers just lost to the Philadelphia Eagles on primetime football. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram at @MarshallGreen_.